Hello and welcome back, or welcome for the very first time to those of you that have never seen this channel before. My name is HamSolo05 Gaming here with you on the TSWS Gaming YouTube channel. And today I got a surprise unboxing that I'm doing, given the opportunity from my buddy Ralph Jodice Jr. from Xreal. He gave me the opportunity to try out some glasses. Here is the case. What it's called is the Xreal Air 2 Pro glasses. They're a pair of AR glasses that allow you to connect to your phone, PC, Xbox, PlayStation, Steam Deck, and various other devices. You should definitely give these things a check out. I'm going to unbox them here today for you so you can see what they're all about for yourself. And maybe you may want to do a little bit more research and possibly pick them up for yourself and, go out and have a good time. I've seen this thing do crazy things, even give navigation to people as they're walking. Yeah, let's definitely get into these things and check them out and see what they're all about. All right, so now we're kicking it with the Xreal Air 2 Pro glasses. And as you can see right here on the front, there is this kind of pull tab to release them. So you guys are here with me doing the first unboxing. So let's go on ahead and pull this tab. Let's try to make it look as good as possible. It's kind of tough. Oh, it looks like it's going across nice and smooth. Hey, let's go. And this is what you first see when you open this up. All right. Nice little packaging. All right, let me kind of center it in for you guys. And it kind of just like butterfly opens up, or like opens up like a cocoon or something. And then there's like a pill bottle inside. So here is the big pill bottle looking thing. Xreal on the front. And let's open up this pill case. There it is right there. They look great. Let's see what it all comes with, all right? So, seems like everything's kind of put together. Let me just unravel these glasses right here. So this is kind of what it looks like when you first get them. Everything's kind of connected in there, it looks like. Looks pretty neat. Sturdy bunch of stuff. So it comes with these glasses here, as you can see. It also comes with the USB Type-C cable. I'm assuming this weird awkward end is the part that goes into your glasses. And this is the side that would plug into your phone or computer or whatever else you have that has a Type-C plug-in. Nose plugs. Options that they have, or not nose plugs, but holders that go onto your nose so the glasses fit comfortably. Those are also sat on the side, which these feel really, really good. Really nice and smushy and nice feeling. I don't know, but they come with two of them, so like one for each side, or each side of this thing right here. So there's one on each side of them. I got a big nose, so if you can see the different sizes, I'll probably be using this big sucker right here because I got a honker I got a little bit of a honker right there. These are the shades that go over the prescription glasses, like thing that clicks on. Lift that up and slide them suckers out. Yep. So yeah, these are for like prescription glasses or something like that. Lastly, in this case, comes with, this thing is pretty neat, right? It's a pretty cool box. Not gonna lie, not much boxes have that much design on them, so shout out to them for that. Also, the cloth to go on ahead and keep it has a little brand logoing on it as well. Keep your shades clean. It's very important. These are like flashcards almost, like just to teach you all the different stuff. You see QR codes, so then you can, get to help quicker. Okay, and then this is the actual booklet. Oh, so when you grab them, this is actually a cover case for the glasses themselves, which I didn't even notice. That's kind of neat. And it looks like they have like little pull-off tape for the front, because you can see how it's kind of grayed out right there. So the pull-off tape for the front, and I'm guessing those are the covers for when you're trying to not see through as much and you just want to see just the screen. Those are the covers to do so for that. And like to actually tilt these glasses, you just want to hold on to the front end of the glasses and hold on firmly to the sides and just kind of tilt them up or down, and you can hear that cracking sound. And that's how you'd want to tilt both sides for your own personal liking. It's pretty wobbly and pretty and very comfortable. Like, it doesn't feel cheap, but it also doesn't feel like super rigid either, which is nice. But there are the buttons on here that I may have talked about just a little bit earlier. So like for the opacity, that's for this like main button. Like if I can get the camera to focus. So like this button right here is for like the opacity. If you want to be able to see through better, or you want to be able to dim what's around the screen more, that's your button right there. The other button, the other rocker right over here, is for like your volume dash brightness. Okay, so if you wanted to turn up the volume, you would need to hold the rocker, the lower end of the rocker for a few seconds, and it will switch over to volume mode from brightness mode. So then you can turn it up or down. To go back, you just hold the rocker down button for a couple seconds, and it'll go right back to the brightness. So then you can configure your brightness of the actual screen that you're watching itself. If you hold up on the volume rocker for a couple seconds, it switches from 2D to 3D. If it's not compatible, it will look rough. So make sure that you go right back to 2D if you're not using something compatible for 3D. And yeah, so I know there's a couple more buttons. I think that if you hold the volume rocker up button for 4 seconds, it changes audio in case you're having a hard time picking up audio and whatnot. But I know if you double tap that first button that I showed you, the top one, right, the one closest to the eyes right there, that button, if you double tap it, it'll turn off your display so then you can see through easier, and tap it back to turn it back on. But yeah, I mean, pretty nifty pair of glasses with some buttons on it, right? And some speakers. And it also has a microphone on it, which you can make phone calls and talk to people on.
A few minutes later.
I mean, I've tried it a little bit. I did make one phone call with it just to give it a shot to my partner Loke, just to talk to him and see how he was doing. And it was okay. The volume for the phone call was okay. Of course, you don't want other people hearing you, so you don't want it super loud. But it was it didn't have like the best sound quality for a phone call, which I was totally fine with. For the most part, when it's a personal phone call, I'll probably go to my actual, use the actual speaker from my phone, or have a pair of earbuds in that already do the damn thing for me. Yeah. So we have everything that we need for these glasses, just to get started and give them a try. The one thing that I will say that we are missing here right now is the X Beam or the X Beam Pro, which enables you to be able to like play on your PlayStation or your Xbox or your Steam Deck. I don't have that with me on the video here today, so all I'll be mostly talking about is the functionality of just the glasses with the phone. Looks like they got a couple of these little pull-off pieces for the actual lenses on the front that you pull off. Had to take off my glasses because I think it's about dang time to try these suckers. Okay, this is pretty cool. I'm seeing my whole front screen from my phone in my glasses right now, comfortably, very comfortably. So like anything that I go to, whether it happens to be YouTube or Twitter or anything, it's just there in my glasses, which is really nice. And I mean, that's what I expect, right? But let's go on ahead and like throw on the Xbox app. So let's go to Remote Play. So this is what I am seeing in my glasses right now. As you can see, I mean, like, you could see what I'm messing around with. If I want to go to college football or Mafia or 2K or, I don't think you can do Prime Video or anything when remote playing, but I can go to all the games because that's why I'm here. If I wanted to watch Prime Video or Freevee or Hulu or YouTube or anything like that, I could just watch that from my phone without all the extra stuff. But like, let me go on ahead and go to like college football 25 right here. So you guys are seeing that right there. I'm pulling up college football 25. And as I turn it up, you might be able to hear the sound of the game coming out of the top of the headphones if I lean down. I mean, it's pretty dim for you, but it sounds loud enough for me because this is right above my ears. Now, if I could, I'm gonna try real quick and give you a peek of what it looks like inside the glasses. So as you guys can see, I'm seeing that yeah, that's a football game playing right there. So let's go ahead and let a play happen. You can see it's happening from both things. I mean, it's definitely a lot harder to see what's going on in the glasses, but it's pretty cool. You could tell that is the game happening live, right? Yeah, that's inside the glasses. That's what I'm seeing right there. Isn't that nuts? You can kind of see it better than me messing with a little bit of the brightness and stuff like that. I mean, just think about that. College football on the go. I mean, to me, that's freaking cool. That is pretty freaking cool. So I'm watching it. You're watching it. Nice little completion down the center for a good 7 yards. Pretty badass. And the thing is like, I really like the ability to like dim it out so that I can see through to what's going on even better. I can turn it up so like it can like kind of put away the background, make it easier for me to see what's on the screen. I can dim the back completely dang near. And that's without and that's without even these covers, right? These covers go over the face to make it like absolute black. But you really kind of don't even need those unless you're in a crazy bright room. This is freaking amazing right here. I'm sitting here wearing a pair of shades and playing a football game. Like this is the kind of stuff I wanted as a little kid when I was doing those long trips in the van.
5 hours later.
Really nice as well for like any of your like apps, but for Samsung phones in particular, one thing you want to be kind of cautious of is Samsung Dex. So if you automatically have like an app on your phone, Samsung Dex for Samsung phones, it is like having a computer on your phone essentially, and it allows you to use your phone as a phone and kind of the PC part of your phone as like a completely separate piece. If you have it automatically enabled on a Samsung phone, once you plug in these glasses, it's going to go straight to Samsung Dex. And it can be a little frustrating at first, but it's actually really nice once you figure it out. I don't recommend playing Game Pass or Game Pass on there because it kind of corners your screen. It puts it in like a weird top left corner. So I'd recommend you turn off Samsung Dex if you're looking to just like remote play or cloud play off of your phone. But if you're trying to still be able to use your phone, use the AR glasses, still be able to take photos of people or scroll Twitter while looking at your phone and using the glasses to watch something completely different, Samsung Dex is dope. But it's going to take a little bit of you getting used to bouncing back and forth between the two. It's definitely kind of a balancing game or whatever you want to say between the two. But make sure if you don't want to deal with Samsung Dex, you go into you go to Samsung Dex on your in your menu when you drop down the top, and just hold your finger on Samsung Dex. It'll go into the options. You choose to turn it off from being automatically plugged into an HDMI, and that will stop your glasses from automatically going into Samsung Dex every time you plug it in. I personally turned it off because I will tell Samsung Dex when I want to use it. I don't need it popping on every time my glasses decide to restart whenever they're plugged in, or if my glasses are up. Surprised that that it didn't really like start to crush my battery when I had it plugged in, watching it project and whatnot. So I was really happy with the consumption of the battery, as well as like just sitting back and just watching a show. Now there is another piece to this. So the Xreal glasses not only has like the air casting in which you'd be able to control the stuff that's on your phone and stuff like that, but it also has AR space. And when you go to AR space, it kind of have a tutorial for it, so you'd be able to see how things work, how to, enlarge your screen, make your screen smaller, push it away from you, pull it closer. And then it kind of goes into an overlay that it has that's very similar to something like a Meta Quest, right? So you'll have like your applications on the screen. You can look from right to left to kind of look at the applications. It kind of has a lot of the basic stuff that you that you may think of, like Google, some emails, your messages from your phone, because this is plugged directly into your phone, right? Or tablet or whatever you're using. So it's pulling off of some of the stuff that you have in there. So if you have like photos and stuff like that, it will want to show you like the photos or videos that you've saved and stuff like that. It also allows you to like download games from like to your phone, but then be able to project them onto the glasses themselves. So it gives you quite a bit of things to do with it when you first get it. So if you go into the AR and you have no idea what you're doing, or it's gonna give you some sort of tutorial, so it just doesn't expect that you know everything from the start. There's also a little cute digital pet that this gives you, which I think is which I think is kind of interesting. It kind of reminds me of the Tamagotchis back in the day. If you're old enough to remember, it says it's incubating right now, which I find really interesting. And the video clips that you do on here seem to be a little bit shorter, but I'm assuming if you had like a Beam Pro or a Beam, it'd be able to collect more data for longer or whatnot. But maybe I'm not sure. But let me hop into one of my buddy's streams and see if. All right, so as you guys see, it doesn't look too bad, and as you can also see, you can see my cursor going across the screen. I can,
listen, who doesn't want Hexen?
pause it if I want to. I can go to, a different show.
I mean,
if I want
and
to
it's
skip
both what
to the
the
next.
sequel and
It's like a little remote control in your hand, and that's what your phone
to Hexen, right? So
becomes.
yeah, made by EdTech, absolutely,
Essentially, which is pretty nice.
Part of what they're doing. Maybe this is.
If you ever find that your menu isn't on the right level of what you would like, all you have to do is just like look whatever direction that you want to look and just double tap the home screen and it'll move for you, which is kind of nice. So now I have everything above my computer, so when I look down I can see stuff easier, and the menu isn't on my way on multiple screens because I'm sitting in front of a computer, got a screen right here, and now the actual glasses screen itself is up here and completely out of my way, which is really nice and helpful for when I'm trying to maybe just use it as another screen. But that's all stuff that's available only, I believe, in AR space, because air casting, I don't believe I'm able to move my screen in air casting, unless you have like a Beam. Yeah, it's kind of a problem solver. That Beam and Beam Pro is kind of a problem solver for a lot of different things. It's like having a mini little PC with you everywhere. So I definitely want to get that piece of hardware and talk about that further, or talk about these glasses further once I get that piece of hardware, so you guys can have an idea of this was maybe his limitations without it, and now look at all the accessibility that he has with. In between some of these shoots that I had, I actually sat back and just watched a show, and I was pretty blown away by how comfortable I was just sitting back watching a show. I ended up putting on my Xbox headphones. I turned them volumes up. This Samsung phone actually comes with Dolby Atmos as well, so I turned on Dolby. Man, I felt like I was in a dang theater with that with those glasses on and the headphones on. And in fact, it was really nice being able to show my daughter that kind of stuff and whatnot too, because she was just blown away by the technology, and it just reminded me of when I was young, those long, van rides, sitting in the back, bored as hell. If you had a Game Boy, you're trying to like use the street lights to see what's going on, or if you had one of those little dongle lights that hung over the top, like trying to see the game without getting a glare. We have came so far, you guys. We have came so far, and I'm telling you, if you are a person that likes tech, this is a must-have. Like, I'm gonna be using this all the time, like even in my own place, even where I live. I'm gonna be using these, hanging out, with the daughter. She's watching something in the front room. I'm kicking it with her, just not watching the same thing. Also on long trips, so like car rides, plane rides, being bored at the doctor's office, the DMV. Talk about it. I just got done spending about an hour and a half at the DMV, and it was before I had these. And my goodness, I wish I had them. And then on top of it, if you're really into showing off and showing people, the kind of tech that's available nowadays, this is surely something that will get them, talking. Maybe get a little bit of a wow out of them. I highly recommend them, and I think something like this is the future. The picture quality is very, very clear. It's a beautiful, beautiful headset, and it just looks like a regular pair of shades that you would pick up at like a corner store. Like they look generic. If I'm being real, they look generic. They look nice, but I tell you what, the way they feel and the performance that you get with them, it's like unreal. And I'm not over here trying to sit around and glaze these things. Like, I'm actually really excited. Website is us.shop.xreal.com. These are the products that they have. These are the specific glasses that I'm wearing. The Xreal Air 2 Pro, starting at a $449 price point. To give you the specifics on the field of view, it is 46 degrees, and I mean, this is what they look like. But they also, like, if that's not for you, they have an even wilder version that's that has a few more additional things to it. This is the Xreal Air 2 Ultra. It looks like these have like cameras on the front or something like that. So the Xreal Beam right here, it looks kind of like an iPod from back in the day, right? But this is kind of like that middle kind of connection point to help you get stuff taken care of. If you look here towards the bottom, you can see there's two charging ports right there. So one for your glasses, one for you to actually charge up. It will reduce your latency, and it's ideal for gaming and DRM streaming support. So it's just gonna make everything a little bit easier. It has a 3.5 hour battery life. So like and obviously you can plug it in and just keep it going nonstop. But if you just wanted to use it while on the go, it says charge to 50% in 30 minutes. Supports 27 watt fast charging, which is awesome. But the Beam Pro is like the big dog, right? So like this one's $119. The big dog's about $80 more, right? So they really pulled out the stops for this one, because they made a whole different diagram for how they're showing this thing off. So this has up to a 1 terabyte micro SD card slot. Like I said, 27 watt rapid charging, 6.5 inch LCD screen with a 5.2 Bluetooth, Wi-Fi 6, dual USB ports just like the other one. And here's the comparison of the two, which is really helpful right here. It says specializes 2D apps in 3D space. So that is really cool. Turn a 2D area into a 3D area is what I'm hearing. This thing is more compatible with more different things, which is pretty nice. This has a camera on it. It actually has a couple. This has no camera. Gameplay connectivity. It says mobile gaming, cloud gaming, and remote play. So I'm assuming it does this stuff a lot better when you have one of these instead of just using your phone like I was just doing it. Operating options. This has a touchscreen, obviously, and the other one just has the physical buttons that you can use. Really nice, though. I would highly recommend doing this if you want to go all out. If you're trying to use this for more than just an extra TV screen, I highly recommend getting the Beam Pro. I'm getting it 100% for sure, getting that. But yeah, I highly recommend getting it as well to anybody else that wants to do this for more than just TV watching. But anyways, thank you guys for coming through, checking out the Xreal Air 2 Pro glasses unboxing that I just wanted to give to you guys. I wanted to give you guys the opportunity to check this out with me, see if this is something that interests you. You can definitely ask me some questions about it, and make sure you tune in soon because I will be doing a sit down with Ralph talking about these glasses, the different use cases that you could see with them, the things that they are possibly working on in the future. Maybe I'll talk to him a little bit more about those ultra pairs of glasses and see what's so significant between the two that maybe I didn't read so well into. But yeah, we'll definitely talk about it. Thank you guys so much, y'all. Keep it gaming or keep it moving and keep kicking it with your boy Ham Solo 05 Gaming. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button before you get up out of here. Thank you guys so much. Y'all have a wonderful day. Peace.